Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum, a new mod for Total War Rome Remastered. Hello everyone, and today I'm excited to showcase a teaser version for one of the first mods currently in development for Total War Rome Remastered, RTR Imperium Surrectum. Now you may recognize the Rome Total Realism name. It was one of the most venerable mod series for the original Rome Total War, and I have covered some of those mods, including Rome Total Realism 8 and Platinum Edition on the channel. You might also recognize Surrectum from the famous Roma Surrectum mod for Rome Total War. Now, members of the old RTR and Roma Surrectum teams have joined forces to create this super mod of sorts for Total War Rome Remastered, and a teaser version is already available for the game, and you can find it and download it on the Steam Workshop right now. The link is in the description. Now, this teaser version does not completely overhaul the game, and it is essentially only a taste of what the team hopes to accomplish. The main changes are essentially done for historical considerations and include unifying Rome into one faction. Now, this does mean you do not get Senate missions, and there is no civil war in this version, but the Roman families are still visible in the family tree. Egypt has been changed to be a Greek culture faction, and the portraits, voices, and UI are now the same as the other Hellenistic Diadochi successor factions. There are still Egyptian ancillaries and traits, but they now have Hellenistic ones as well. The building tree has also been changed to the Hellenistic one, but they do retain the Egyptian god temples. And unfortunately, the unit roster is still the same as vanilla, just for this teaser version. Most factions now have more historical names, so you have faction names like the Roman Republic, the Antigonid Kingdom, the Seleucid Empire, the Kingdom of Armenia, etc. It is also more apparent that factions like the Gauls and Britons are not single unified kingdoms, but either represent various tribes or groups of tribes. Perhaps the biggest change here is that the starting positions have been made more historical. These little graphics have not been changed just yet. And their starting armies have also been changed so that nobody starts out with too much debt due to the start position changes. There are quite a few changes here, but some of the main examples I'll show you in just a second as soon as this loads up. They include things like Egypt controlling Lycia, like Halicarnassus. At the start, let me quickly toggle the fog of war here. So yeah, you can see now Egypt controls Halicarnassus. Armenia no longer controls Colchis. Parthia no longer controls Campus Saka, and it no longer controls Susa. At the start of the campaign, it just has Media, Arsacia right there. Pontus no longer controls Cappadocia. The Gauls control Galatia, so the Gaelic faction also represents Galatia here. The Greek cities no longer have Pergamum, but they do have Athens. And they also control Massilia. I believe that's been added as well. Carthage controls Leptis Magna, as well as Tingis over here. The Iberians have been reduced here to Numantia. They no longer control a couple of provinces here. And the Gauls have been reduced to representing a certain number of tribes. The Aedui included, the Galatians as well. The Germans are now one tribe. The Britons are now one tribe based at Camulodunum. Scythian territories have been reduced to more, so it's a more Sarmatian type faction. Macedon no longer controls Paeonia at the start here, but it does control Corinth. And the Seleucids control Susa here, which is much nicer. Start position for them. And yeah, additionally, you can also see there have been a couple other changes, right, to the map, including some city names and province names. So that is all nice to see. So for example, Armenia's capital is Armavir instead of Artaxata, which is of course more historically accurate for this time period. Now, additionally, let's see how the Gauls handle having Galatia as a starting province, because, you know, the AI in the original definitely had difficulty handling far-flung provinces. So let's see how they handle that. And other than that, the starting armies have been rebalanced so that none of the factions are in the red right at the beginning, because, you know, a lot of factions start out with more than they can support at the start, and reducing the starting positions of some factions will make them really in a big deficit from the very start. So that shouldn't be an issue here with the teaser version of RTR Imperium Surrectum here. Now, let's talk about some of the other changes here. Yeah, so, you know, these are the main changes I wanted to go over because they alter the campaign in major ways. And of course, this is just a teaser version. So version 1, which is currently in the works, will include all the Roman legionary units from Roma Surrectum, as well as regional hoplites. Now, you heard that right. So here are some screenshots of the first couple of units from Roma Surrectum that have been ported to Rome Remastered. It will also completely rework the vanilla Rome Remastered unit rosters in order to make them more historically accurate, utilizing Roma Surrectum models and textures. Now, you can expect version 1, which won't be save game compatible with the teaser, in about a week or so. Now, of course, this is a major mod in the works that is going to completely overhaul the entire game, right? Including the campaign map, the factions, the units, graphics, and pretty much everything else you can think of. While the team already has members of the former Rome Total Realism and Roma Surrectum mod teams, they still need some help, especially in the 2D and 3D art department. So if you'd like to offer your support, you can find a link to the team's Discord in the link below. You can also join the Discord if you are simply interested in following the mod's progress or want to help a bit with testing. A big thank you to AHowl11 and the Rome Total Realism Imperium Surrectum team for developing this mod so quickly and giving me early access to the pre-release teaser build. And a big thank you to Feral Interactive for developing Total War Rome Remastered, and of course a big thank you to the Creative Assembly for making the original Rome Total War, and for giving me early access to Rome Remastered. Thanks for watching! Thank you to everyone who joined me in the charity livestream yesterday to raise funds for Focus on Children Now. Together, we were able to raise over $600 for children in need living in Armenia. If you missed the stream and would still like to donate, you can find the link to the fundraiser powered by Streamlabs Charity in the description below. If you enjoyed this video and like content about the historical Total War games and their mods, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.